Hi, guys. This is another impromptu interview. I've tagged my good friend and fellow network marketer, Melissa Collins, in in this video, and I'm going to wait for her to pop on, just because I bring on the people that obviously are having the success that everyone should be having. Hold on, I'm going to bring her on in a second. Here she is. And as you can see in the description, this amazing entrepreneur. Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Now, I know that you're on a tight schedule, so I know that you got stuff to do, as we all do. But just a quick introduction about Melissa. We worked together probably about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and I was talking to her briefly before this, and she actually went from manager to one-star crystal executive and has now taken her business international since learning the techniques of what I've showed her how to do on LinkedIn. So just really quickly about Melissa, I'm just going to read a quick little intro on her, and then I'm just going to turn it over to her. She is a 20-year veteran entrepreneur owning over 12 businesses in her life, and have learned the importance of a full life plan. A plan for complete happiness should consist of health, wealth, and relationships. She wakes up each day with a growing passion to free people from the chains that they have bound themselves, and she specializes in showing anyone who's ready for a change how easy it is to shift the entire scope of their life by making new decisions to create new outcomes that they truly deserve. All the money in the world cannot make a dying man well, and all the health in the world cannot feed a family of five. Balance is balance in life is key, and she helps people find their balance and thrive. She has the best job in the world every single day, and she gives every day, and she gives everyone one of her secrets away every single day. So, Melissa, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and just want to thank everybody that is coming on here. I highly, highly encourage anyone that is on here, that is in Isogenics, that is looking to grow a business, share this content with your teams, because you're not going to hear it from me. You're going to hear it from this woman that's on with me here tonight. Melissa and I connected right away because we're both serial entrepreneurs. We both have owned businesses, both taking care of others. She dealt with taking care of little kids. I dealt with taking care of adults, getting them in shape. So we knew the concept of owning a brick and mortar business, but obviously getting onto this side of being an entrepreneur is a whole other ballgame. So first and foremost, Melissa, tell people a little bit about yourself. What had you turn your eye entrepreneurially to the business of residual income like Isogenics, as opposed to the brick and mortar, which we've all been exposed to?
So I think for me, it may be a little bit different than other people's story. I was pretty financially secure. I already had financial freedom, and I already had time freedom when I started network marketing. So those items weren't super attractive to me. What was super attractive to me is I have always had a desire to help people, help small businesses, and help entrepreneurs. I can't give other people my business because I need that income. So I've never been able to hand that over to somebody, and not everybody is willing to sign a $600,000 loan and just run and hope that you're going to survive that.
Right.
Not everybody's that level of commitment. And so when I found this vehicle and I really understood residual income, I realized that this is a vehicle that I can use my skills as a leader to give to others and show them how to own a business. That to me is the most rewarding thing that I do.
I love that. And, so when we connected, we were talking about some of the aspects of Facebook that were frustrating us both. How you can only get so much engagement, how you can only grow so large of a network, how you end up talking to a lot of people that don't see the vision of how this is really an opportunity and they see it more as an expense. I can't afford it. I got to wait. I got to do this. And I was explaining to you how I found this vehicle of LinkedIn where it had the pool of people that are just waiting to be talked to. So after plugging into what I showed you how to do, compared to what everybody was just doing, which was just using Facebook, what was the first immediate difference that you saw between LinkedIn and Facebook when you started diving into it?
So for me, and I think the people out there that are in network marketing and are like me and are hard workers and are ready to actually put the work in and do there's not enough to do. Right? There's just not enough to do. Like I'm a worker. If you tell me that I need to talk to 150 people, then I'm going to talk to 300. So show me them. Like I just need to talk. I just need their number.
Yeah.
And so that was my biggest challenge with just having Facebook as an option. There just wasn't enough to do. And I can only write so many whiteboards and put so many things on my wall and listen to so many podcasts before I lose my mind. It wasn't working. And so the kind of this gray wishy-washy area, the training that I was getting from my, the leaders, it wasn't working for me. And so that's why when I saw what you said and I connected with you and had that brief conversation with you, I knew that I needed to hear what you had to say, because I needed more things to do. The bottom line, and you said this the other day, the bottom line is the most important thing in network marketing is not that you understand your products. It's not that you are capable of having a conversation. It's not that you're pretty. It's not that you're skinny. It's not none of that stuff. It's not that you're good. It's that you have new people to talk to every day. Even if you stink at it, eventually you won't.
No.
But if you don't have new people to talk to every day, it's a major problem, because talking to your wall, talking to your dogs doesn't work.
Yeah, and you took the words right out of my mouth, because my post last night, basically I said if you stay in the game long enough, you're gonna succeed. And right. Everyone I talk to, Melissa, it's the same thing. How many people are you talking to a week? Between 0 and 3. How many of those people for the opportunity? 0. Because here's what people don't understand about network marketing. Yes, it's about residual income. There is a 0.00% chance of creating residual income if you don't have leads. If you don't have people,
yes.
If you don't have people to talk to, you can't present the opportunity, you can't enroll them, you can't show them the compensation plan, and you can't show them how to create residual income. So you dove in, you saw exactly what I showed you as far as the opportunity to connect with people that have a money mindset. They make $100,000 a year or more. You can search internationally, because now you have an international business, because LinkedIn allows you to search by city, state, province, or country.
Right.
With where you are now, going from manager to one-star executive, just explain to the people that are on here now live or on the replay, what does it feel like now to have this whole brand new growing network? Because you're allowed 30,000 connections. So none of us are even close to maxing that out. Right. What does it feel like to know that you have an endless pool of new people to talk to about this? What is that feeling like, especially for a network marketer?
It's comforting. It's comforting. I know that tomorrow when I want to wake up and be on fire, I have something to do. I think one of the things that was the most beneficial about what I got from you, Scott, and that I have not gotten literally from any other training that I've done, and I've gone to Network Marketing Pro with Eric Worre, I've gone to all of the Isogenics big events since I've been in. So this is not just an Isogenics thing. I've been to network marketing events outside because I believe in training. One of the things that I got from you that was very different than any other training was actual things to do.
Wow.
So I'm a checklist girl.
So am I.
I have a checklist that I teach my team. I train my team on exactly what to do every day. We don't need to talk about posture, okay? I don't understand. Like, what do you physically need to do? Yes, posture is important. Authenticity is important. All of these kind of gray, wishy-washy things that are talked about in network marketing are important. But what's really important is that you wake up in the morning, you put your pants on, and you go in your office and you do something. You actually do an income related activity. And so what you gave to me was more income related activities to do. And that's the bottom line. That's the most important thing. And I think that where people, now that I'm a leader, and I really do teach my team how to go and create this income, what I'm teaching them is to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, don't read books. I mean, you should read books. You should do
No, in your downtime, read books.
You need to do that stuff. Do it when you're on a plane. Like, you can't, you need to, if you're not making enough money yet, and you can't figure out how to afford to get to Celebration, then you need to talk to more people. I had a conversation with someone today who wanted to have a 20-minute conversation with me about what to say to one specific person who was giving her some objections. And my response to her was, very quickly, this is what I would say to her, but I need to tell you that if you are this obsessed with this person's response to you, you're not talking to enough people. I cannot remember the amount of people who ignored me today because I spoke to too many people. And one thing that you said to me in the very beginning, I came back to you with a question. I said, well, because I'm a bit of an OCD overachiever, right? I'm type A, like if Scott says reach out to 25 people, then I'm going to
reach out to 75. Yeah.
Right. So Scott said reach out to 25, so I reached out to 75, and it irritated me that not all 75 responded to me. So I crafted a message, I replied to them, and I said to Scott, well, what do you do when they don't? And I thought, I also think I know everything sometimes. So he said to me, I don't know what you're talking about. I never go back. I'm always in flow. Totally get what that means now. It took me a little while to get there, but flow for me is definitely probably a larger number than flow for others. But flow, I don't remember. If I messaged 16 people this morning and they didn't respond to me,
I don't know who they are.
I actually probably messaged, I probably reach out to close to 125 people a day, honestly. And I'm not doing that all day long. I do that before 9 a.m. before I go to the gym.
Yeah, people don't realize that this is this tool. Like, people don't realize, I hear the same thing from everyone. I'm afraid of LinkedIn. I don't know how to use it. I thought it's all business professionals. But what are we? If you're a professional network marketer, you are also a business person. You're looking to build a business. You don't just want to be a cleanse coach. But I first have to thank you for putting me in the same conversation as Eric Worre and all the Isogenics events, because I pride myself, like Brendan Burchard at Celebration. I loved his training because he went over 6 things to do. So I'm that person, and my enrolling sponsor would say the same thing. He said that he gave me the tools and I took it to the nth degree, because I said, Joe, tell me what to do and I'm going to go do it. But I did it to the 9th times 9. Like, I don't play here, I play up here. And LinkedIn was the perfect platform for me, because the law of numbers that I need, that satisfy me. Like, when I have a book that looks like this, Facebook was not giving me this.
Right.
LinkedIn was giving me this. Okay, so let's talk about the caliber of person first really quickly. We're used to having those same conversations with people on Facebook, and we're presenting the products, and then we're like, oh, by the way, there's a business, and then you get all these excuses. Talk about the caliber of person. People are like, are people really open to talking on LinkedIn? How many calls before LinkedIn, how many calls on average were you having a week in total for products and business? And how many calls are you having per day now for the business each week?
Before LinkedIn, I was probably on a good week, I was probably doing maybe 5 prospect calls a week in a 7-day period. Now, if I allow it, because sometimes I have to slow myself down because I have other things going on. I have a team I'm leading. Sorry, I gotta change that. I have a team I'm leading and such, but I do about between 5 and 8 prospect calls a day now.
Wow.
Easily.
5.
Easily.
So from 5 a week to 5 a day.
Yeah. And if I wanted to, I could turn that up to easily 10. I mean, I just limit I use a scheduler. So I limit the amount of times people can make appointments with me, because frankly, I was in the beginning it was so exciting how easy it was to get on the phone with people that I was allowing my schedule to get so booked to the point that I was like not showering and not going to the bathroom. I was like, okay,
I got to slow this down.
Potty break in my schedule. Okay, I'm going to have a normal life where I can go to the
I'm the
bathroom
same way. I have to schedule going to the bathroom now because I'm on the phone all day long. Okay. So from a investment standpoint, the investment you made in working with me, to compare to going from manager to one-star crystal executive in that time frame with all the enrollments and all the advancements, was the investment worth it?
So I'm really glad that you asked me that. I knew that you were going to ask me that. I've been thinking about it all day. One of my, and I'm going to answer your question, I promise, but one of the most frustrating things to me about network marketing and this profession and the people that are a part of it is people being unwilling to spend a little bit of money on their business. This is a business. And so for folks who want to be paid like a business, not like a hobby, you want to get paid like a job, that it's a business, there's investment required. It's just required. It's significantly less investment than any other business I have ever owned in my life, but you still have to do it. I mean, if you said to a 25-year-old woman who said to you, I want to become a nurse, and you said, okay, great. Well, the schooling's going to cost $25,000 and you're going to use this much time, they would be like, okay, where do I fill out financial aid? That's totally acceptable in people's minds. But when someone says, I'm going to give you my skills and teach you what I know, and therefore it's going to cost X amount of dollars, people are like,
oh my God.
Me? Oh my God. Of course it costs money. Somebody worked very hard to get this knowledge. And I mean, I didn't blink at it. When I told you I needed to think about it for a minute. The reason I needed to think about it is because I was in the middle of poker tournament, Scott. But so that's the truth. But so I was like hiding in a corner talking to you, like watching the clock tick. I'm like, I got to get back.
But Melissa, we go to events. We go to trainings. We buy plane tickets. We stay at hotels. People, like, I'm not saying those are all important, but at a foundational level, without leads, without people to talk to, you're not going to have a business. Okay, so before we end tonight.
So the answer to your question,
yes,
is what you charged me was paid for within a week.
Wow.
Is that the question you're asking? I mean,
that was a great answer. That was a mic drop answer. So basically, the investment you made with me was paid back days. Okay. So before we end tonight, for those that aren't on LinkedIn yet and they're not using it and they're not doing what you're doing, the number one reason why they should learn how to use LinkedIn to build their business.
Like I said before, because it gives you more things to do and it gives you more people to speak to and it gives you more qualified people. It just does. I mean, I don't know if you share those statistics very much, but it gives you more people who want to have opportunity, who are a different caliber of lead. It's just a different person on
They're
LinkedIn.
open.
They're open. They're there for a reason. And whether they're there anymore because they're looking for a job, or they're there for a reason, and they're professional enough to have set up a professional network marketing site. They're not just on a social media site to maybe share pictures of their dog. They actually have set up a profile in a professional manner. It says something about a person. So,
and most importantly, you never have to wait to talk to someone ever again.
Right. If you want to talk to 300 people today, you can.
Awesome.
I mean, I don't want to talk to 300 people today.
Right, no, neither do I.
If you are like, something's going on, if you're running for a goal, because we all do that sometimes. We have these rush weeks or these run weeks, and you're like, okay, what am I going to do? Well,
you need the numbers.
You need to talk to people. We have this Dash for Disney thing going on. Did you see the call the other night about those numbers?
Yeah.
You need 474 people to talk to.
Yep.
Do you have 474 people to talk to?
I do.
If not, where are you getting them?
I actually do.
I do too. I have thousands.
Yeah. So
and every day I gain another 30 to 40.
So just to recap really quickly for people that are jumping on here late or watching the replay, this amazing entrepreneur in the weeks since her and I worked together, went from manager to one-star crystal executive, has an international business now, had her investment paid back within 7 days. If that is not enough to let you know that, success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. If you're not happy with where your business is, you deserve to learn how to grow it to exponential levels, just like this woman is. So if you're not following Melissa on Facebook, I tagged her in this video with her story. I highly recommend you follow her, send her a request. She runs an amazing, amazing Facebook page, but she also has an incredible YouTube channel that she's growing that you guys absolutely need to subscribe to. She has a lot of relevant content, inspiration, motivation for anyone, not just in network marketing, just in life. So, Melissa, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule in between your pee breaks and your calls to join me tonight. And again, thank you so much for being you. Thank you for being coachable and open. And just thank you for doing what you're doing.
And thank you for everything, really.
Absolutely. Have a great night, my friends, and have a great night, Melissa.